Hello everyone, I'm Đức Trung with VTV International. You're watching the English Bulletin VTV News for the latest events related to Vietnam. First, let's get you up to date with the headlines for this hour. National Assembly deputies debate Vietnam's socio-economic plan. And Vietnamese people with disabilities to be honored for their strong will to overcome adversities. On to the first update of the hour. National Assembly deputies this morning discussed socio-economic issues focusing on last year's implementation of the National Assembly's resolution. The deputies also worked on a budget plan for 2014. According to the deputies, the macroeconomy has shown signs of recovery with the increase in FDI effectiveness, foreign currency stock, and slowing inflation. However, they also pointed out weaknesses that have remained in the economy, including business bankruptcy, high inventories, budget overspending, and slow development in the agriculture sector. The National Assembly deputies said the government should complete the restructuring of the economy and prepare for future economic growth. The 11th Glorious Vietnam was hosted by the Vietnam General Confederation of Labor, the Central Council for Emulation and Reward, the Labor newspaper, and Vietnam Television took place this morning in Hanoi. The event honored 19 individuals and 11 organizations for making outstanding contributions to patriotism. Despite their different social backgrounds, the honorees have all made efforts to develop the country's social economy while maintaining security and social order and improving people's living standards. At the event, President Trương Tấn Sang urged the community to improve their performance at work, to study and follow President Ho's moral examples, and to serve as examples for young people to follow. In other news, the Vietnamese Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development has instructed relevant authorities to ensure security for fishermen in the Central region so that they can continue fishing near the Hoàng Sa or Paracel archipelago. Despite recent antagonism from Chinese ships, Vietnamese fishermen have still set out to sea to work and protect the country's waters.
In the southern province of Giàn, more than 12,000 fishing boats set out offshore to fish. For locals, fishing is the main source of income. It is also one of the key economic sectors in the province. Local authorities have helped the fishermen by updating them with the latest information and guided them to work in accordance with the law. Thousands of fishermen in the southernmost province of Cà Mau have also set sail to the sea to work and show their solidarity with the fishermen in Trường Sa Island. Since early April, the catching volume has increased 11% from the same period last year. In Cồn Cỏ, one of the biggest fishing grounds in Central region, there are 200 fishing boats that go out every day. The boats come from central provinces, including Nghệ An, Thanh Hóa, Quảng Bình, and Quảng Ngãi. Authorities are working side by side with the fishermen to help them work safely in Vietnam's waters.
An economics, science, and service complex known as the Platform DK1 has played an important role in defending the country's sovereignty over its southern islands, seas, and continental shelf over the past 25 years. The following report will bring you a close look at the significance of the platform's contribution to protecting the country's sovereignty and resources.
Dr. Phạm Ngọc Nam has captured photos of his work on the platform for the past 25 years. He said that Vietnamese people are proud if they have a chance to visit the platform. Located in the open seas and battered by fierce waves, the platform stands firmly to protect the country's natural resources.
The platform has a special significance to the country's sovereignty because it helps to manage a large area of the East Sea. In the 21st century, the sea plays a very important role in the country's development.
The platform is situated on coral and mud with depths of up to 25 meters. It has been painstakingly built in compliance with the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. The platform functions as a base for Vietnamese fishermen while protecting Vietnam's legal rights and interests in its southern continental shelf. Platform DK1 currently includes 17 units located in the seas of Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province.
The establishment of the platform DK1 shows the long-term strategic vision of the party and state. If we hadn't built the platform in 1989, it would have been very difficult to protect the country's sovereignty over the seas, islands and continental shelf.
Despite many difficulties, the soldiers and residents live and work on the platform's units, full of enthusiasm. The inhabitants say that they always remember their promise to make their best efforts to build and protect the country.
Vietnam's varied charms are boundless. They will awaken your senses to astonishing wonder. From sight to sound, from smell to taste, you will be touched in ways you've never thought possible. Vietnam is so charming, one visit is never enough.
Welcome back to VTV News for the latest updates related to Vietnam. This Saturday, May the 24th, 20 people with disabilities will be honored on the Shining Vietnamese Fortitude Gala Night stage for their strong will to overcome all adversities. The following report is the story about Thị Hạnh and Ngọc Bình and their extraordinary lives.
At 27, Hạnh was diagnosed with a brain tumor causing bilateral leg paralysis, loss of vision and hearing. All doors to the future were shut, and she couldn't go to work in Japan and marry her fiancé. However, with her incomparable strong will, she went against all odds and got back to her normal life.
When bad things happen to me, I am still grateful for my life. I have friends and teachers. I had the good fortune to learn in the past and help blind people with that knowledge.
Using special software for blind people and the internet, Hạnh was able to connect with a community of people with disabilities, both domestically and internationally. She now offers free lectures in English and Japanese for the blind and even Vietnamese for foreigners. Ngọc Bình is another example of someone who has overcome adversity. He was ranked 6th in the world as a wheelchair badminton player, bagging numerous medals for Vietnam. I felt different at first, but since I've been able to hold a badminton racket, I've felt better. In the playground, everyone is the same. Thanks to sport, Bing found his life again. He got married to Mrs. Thao, an excellent swimmer in the Paralympic community. After marriage, Thao changed to badminton and won the women's singles after just 2 months of training. She was in her 5th month of pregnancy at the time. Bing, Thao and Hạnh are just 3 disabled people whose stories of defiance and determination among many other people with disabilities who are fighting each day to live and contribute to the society.
The Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JICA, is about to launch a project titled Enhancing Environment for Development in Technical Resources in Hanoi. With a total budget of 60 million yen, or roughly $590,000 from 2014 to 2016, the project will design training curriculum for information technology professors and specialists. This core team will later train human resources in information technology among Hanoi enterprises. The goal of the project is to train 10 lecturers and 130 engineers. According to a recent survey conducted in 40 IT enterprises in Vietnam, those collaborating with Japan reached annual year-on-year growth of 30 to 50%. Moving on with other news, the coastal central region of Vietnam is a hotspot for tourism, especially during the summertime. This year, the beautiful coastal city of Da Nang has introduced a variety of new services to answer tourism demands this season.
This one and only hiking train in Vietnam has been in operation in Ba Na Hills since April. As a part of the Asian Park project, a 125-meter tall Ferris wheel, the fourth tallest in the world, will open in downtown Da Nang in June, along with many religious sites, entertainment centers, and the Guinness World Record Ba Na cable car. These unique tourism projects will provide more exciting options for visitors here.
The city is investing and asking for more funding from businesses to develop the tourism sector here so that we can offer more unique products. I hope that more tourists will visit Da Nang in the future.
In the upcoming season, many cultural, food, and sporting events will be taking place in parks and resorts along the coast of Da Nang, with snorkeling, hiking, and boat trips to attract visitors.
The city and its entertainment centers, hotels, and resorts are preparing for the season by improving human resources and services. We are also working with the Department of Industry and Trade to maintain and publish the price of our tourism products, as well as opening a tourist information center.
According to TTG Asia, Da Nang is a tourism sensation in Vietnam, with its unique products and renowned brands with hotel facilities and services. This year, the city's goal is to welcome 3.6 million visitors, including 820,000 foreign guests, bringing a total revenue of $415 million.
The Miss Vietnam final round this year will take place on Phu Quoc Island, jointly organized by Tiền Phong newspaper and the People's Committee of Giàn Province. According to the organizers, the contest will be kicked off with the preliminary round and semifinals in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City on April the 1st. The final round will be held on Phu Quoc Island instead of Da Nang City as usual. The winner will be awarded a crown and a prize worth more than $14,000. The new Miss Vietnam will hold the title for 2 years and then have a chance to participate in international beauty contests. And that's also the last piece of news we have for you in this hour. Before saying goodbye, let's take a quick look at today's weather forecast. This is also the end of VTV News for this hour. Thank you very much for being here with us. Simply visit our website at vtv4.vn to rewatch any of our programs online. For now, goodbye from Hanoi.